The words you speak before sleep are not small words, my dear. They do not simply disappear into the dark room. They do not fade away the moment your eyes close. They enter the quiet place inside you. They move past the noise of the day. They sink deeper than the busy thoughts. They touch the part of your mind that listens when the world becomes still. And this is why the final words you give yourself at night can become the first energy you wake up with in the morning. Before sleep, the mind becomes soft, the body becomes tired, the heart becomes more open. The hard walls of the day begin to loosen. You are no longer trying so much to hold everything together. You are no longer answering every message, solving every problem, pleasing every person, or carrying every role. You are coming back to yourself. And in that quiet return, the words you choose matter very deeply. If the last words you give yourself are filled with fear, the mind may carry fear into the night. If the last words you give yourself are filled with blame, the heart may carry blame into the night. If the last words you give yourself are filled with worry, the body may sleep, but the deeper mind may still feel as if it must stay awake and protect you. But if the last words you give yourself are loving, simple, calm, and kind, something inside you begins to feel safe enough to rest. My dear, this does not mean you must have a perfect day before you sleep. It does not mean every problem must be solved. It does not mean your heart must feel completely peaceful. It does not mean you must force yourself to feel happy when you are tired, hurt, or uncertain. It only means that before you close your eyes, you can choose not to give the old pain the final voice of the day. You can choose not to let fear speak last. You can choose not to let self-criticism be the final sing on your mind hears. You can choose to give yourself one softer sentence, one kinder thought, one gentle blessing. The final words before sleep are like seeds placed into the deep garden of the mind. A seed may look small in your hand, but it carries a whole life inside it. A loving sentence may also feel small. It may feel too simple. It may feel like nothing is happening. But when you repeat it gently, night after night, it begins to create a new feeling inside you. It begins to tell the deeper mind, this is the new direction. This is the new home. This is the new voice we are learning to trust. So tonight, instead of asking, what if everything goes wrong? You may ask, what if life is still helping me? Instead of saying, I failed again, you may say, I am learning and I can begin again. Instead of saying, nothing ever changes, you may say, something new can begin inside me tonight. Instead of carrying the whole weight of your past into sleep, you may whisper, I release this day. I am safe to rest. Tomorrow can meet me with new light. These words are not magic in a childish way. They are medicine for the inner world. They are not here to make you deny your life. They are here to help you stop feeding the old fear right before sleep. They are here to remind your body that it does not have to hold the whole world during the night. They are here to remind your heart that love is still possible. They are here to remind your mind that it can search for peace, not only for problems. Many people do not notice how they end the day. They lie down and begin to replay everything that went wrong. They remember what someone said. They remember what they forgot. They think about the bill, the body, the relationship, the mistake, the delay, the fear. They open one more message. They scroll one more time. They let many voices enter the mind right before sleep. And then the heart wonders why rest feels far away. But you can begin another way. You can make the last few minutes before sleep holy in a simple way. Not by doing something difficult, not by needing a perfect room, not by needing candles, music, or a special place. You can make it holy by speaking kindly to yourself. You can make it holy by putting one hand on your heart and saying, I am here. I am listening. I will not leave myself tonight. You can make it holy by deciding that the day does not get to end with fear. It gets to end with love. The last words I give my mind can become the first energy I wake up with. Let that thought move slowly through you. The last words I give my mind can become the first energy I wake up with. If you sleep with the words, I am safe, the body may begin to learn safety. If you sleep with the words, I am loved, the heart may begin to open. If you sleep with the words, I am guided, the mind may begin to look for guidance. If you sleep with the words, I am becoming new, the soul may begin to loosen its hold on the old story. And perhaps at first, a part of you will not believe the words. That is all right, my dear. You do not need to force belief. You do not need to fight with the part of you that feels afraid. You do not need to say, why do I still doubt? Why do I still worry? Why can I not be peaceful? That would only add another wound. Instead, let the words be gentle. Let them come near. Let them sit beside the fear like a warm hand. You are not trying to push the fear away. You are teaching the fear that it no longer has to sleep alone. A frightened heart does not need pressure. It needs kindness. A tired mind does not need another rule. It needs rest. A body that has carried stress all day does not need harsh words. It needs comfort. So before sleep, speak to yourself as you would speak to someone you truly love. Do not speak like a judge. Do not speak like an enemy. Do not speak like the old voice that once made you feel small. Speak like the loving voice you have always needed. You may say, I did enough for today. You may say, I forgive myself for what I could not finish. You may say, I release what I cannot solve tonight. You may say, I am safe in this moment. You may say, my body can rest now. You may say, "Life is working in quiet ways, even while I sleep." These words are simple, but simple words can reach deep places. The inner child does not always need long words. The body does not need hard words. The soul often understands the softest words best. There is a reason the night feels so tender. During the day, you may be busy, you may be strong, you may keep moving, you may hide your feelings so you can keep going. But at night, when the room is quiet, the heart may finally speak. Old sadness may rise, old fear may appear, regret may come closer, loneliness may feel louder. This does not mean something is wrong with you. It means the hidden parts of you feel there is finally space to be seen. So when these feelings come before sleep, do not attack yourself. Do not say, "Why am I like this?" Do not say, "I should be over this." Do not say, "I am too sensitive." Instead say, "Something in me needs love tonight." That one sentence can change the whole feeling. Something in me needs love tonight. Not shame, not pressure, not more fear. Love. Before sleep, the heart does not need a lecture. It needs a safe place to land. It needs to hear, "I am with you." It needs to hear, "You do not have to carry this alone." It needs to hear, "You are allowed to rest even if life is not perfect." It needs to hear, "You are still worthy even after a hard day." These are the words that soften the night. These are the words that help the body open its hands and let go. Imagine the mind as a small garden. All day, many seeds are dropped into that garden. Some seeds come from other people. Some come from the phone. Some come from fear. Some come from memory. Some come from old beliefs. Some come from your own repeated thoughts. At night before sleep, you have a chance to choose the final seeds. You can leave fear in the soil, or you can plant peace. You can leave blame in the soil, or you can plant forgiveness. You can leave lack in the soil, or you can plant trust. You can leave loneliness in the soil, or you can plant love. And no, one night may not change everything. A garden grows through gentle return. You water it again. You care for it again. You come back again. In the same way, you speak peace again. You speak love again. You speak safety again. And slowly, the mind begins to understand. Slowly, the body begins to believe. Slowly, the heart begins to rest. Slowly, the morning begins to feel different because the night has been given a new message. The words you speak before sleep are not only about sleep. They are about identity. They are about who you are becoming. If you sleep every night saying, "I am behind," the mind may wake looking for proof that you are behind. If you sleep every night saying, "I am not loved," the heart may wake already closed. If you sleep every night saying, "Life is hard," the body may wake ready for struggle. But if you sleep saying, "I am supported," the mind may begin to notice support. If you sleep saying, "I am worthy of good," the heart may begin to make space for good. If you sleep saying, "A new life is forming in me," The soul may begin to look for the next loving step. This is why the last few minutes of the night are precious. They are not empty minutes. They are not wasted moments. They are a doorway. The old day is ending, and the deeper mind is listening. The body is asking, are we safe enough to rest? The heart is asking, are we loved enough to soften? The soul is asking, can we begin again tomorrow? And your words can answer, yes, my dear, we are safe enough. We are loved enough. We can begin again. Say these words before sleep, not as a task, but as a gift. Say them slowly. Say them with a soft breath. Say them as if you are placing a blanket over your own heart. I release this day. I am safe to rest. I forgive myself. I am loved. I am guided. I am becoming new. Let each sentence become a little light in the dark. Let each sentence speak to the tired places. Let each sentence tell the body that the fight is over for tonight. There is nothing weak about needing kind words. There is nothing foolish about blessing yourself before sleep. There is nothing small about choosing peace in the place where worry used to live. This is quiet strength. This is inner healing. This is how you stop letting the old day control the new morning. This is how you begin to wake with a different feeling, not because the whole world changed overnight, but because you gave your inner world a new command. My dear, a new life does not always begin with a loud jin. Sometimes it begins with one sentence whispered in the dark. Sometimes it begins with one breath before sleep. Sometimes it begins when you stop ending every day with fear. Sometimes it begins when you say, I will not take this pain into my dreams tonight. Sometimes it begins when you choose to be gentle with yourself at the exact moment you used to be cruel. Tonight, your words can become a bridge from fear to trust, a bridge from the old self to the new self, a bridge from the heavy day to the peaceful night, a bridge from the tired mind to the quiet soul. And as you cross that bridge, you do not need to carry everything. You can put something down. You can lay down the worry. You can lay down the blame. You can lay down the old name you called yourself. You can lay down the belief that tomorrow must be the same as yesterday. Before sleep, say, I am no longer feeding the old story tonight. Say, I give my mind a new direction. Say, I let love be the last voice I hear. Say, I sleep in peace, and I wake with new energy. Let these words be enough for this moment. You do not have to solve everything. You only have to plant the seed. Many people go to sleep with worry and wonder why they wake up feeling tired in the soul. The body may have slept, but the deeper mind may have spent the night holding fear. The eyes may have closed, but the heart may have stayed open to old pain. The room may have been quiet, but inside, the mind may have kept speaking the same hard words. What if this does not change? What if I am not enough? What if I fail? What if I am alone? What if tomorrow is heavy too? My dear, these questions may feel normal because they have been repeated for so long. But normal does not always mean nourishing. Familiar does not always mean loving. A thought can be familiar and still hurt you. A worry can feel responsible and still drain you. A fear can sound serious and still be unhelpful. And when fear becomes the last voice of the day, the mind may carry that fear into the deep places of sleep. This is why it matters how you close the day. The final thoughts of the night are like instructions. If you sleep with the question, "What is wrong with me?" the mind may search for more proof that something is wrong. If you sleep with the question, "Why does nothing work for me?" the mind may gather old memories and call them evidence. If you sleep with the feeling, "I am unsafe," the body may stay tense, even in bed. It may rest on the surface while still holding a quiet alarm inside. Do not give your subconscious fear as the last meal of the day. That is a simple sentence, but it carries a deep truth. The deeper mind eats what you feed it. It does not only listen to your words, it listens to your feeling. It listens to your tone. It listens to the stories you repeat. It listens to what you keep looking at, thinking about, and holding inside your body. And before sleep, when the mind is soft, the food you give it matters even more. If the last meal is fear, the night may feel heavy. If the last meal is regret, the heart may feel tight. If the last meal is self-blame, the inner child may feel unsafe. If the last meal is anger, the body may hold heat. If the last meal is worry, the mind may try to solve life in the dark. But if the last meal is love, the body can soften. If the last meal is trust, the mind can loosen. If the last meal is forgiveness, the heart can breathe. If the last meal is peace, sleep can become a place of repair. This does not mean you must ignore your problems. It does not mean you pretend bills are not real, conversations are not needed, healing is not needed, or changes are not needed. It means you do not let the problem become your whole identity before sleep. You do not bow to the fear right before the deepest part of you begins listening. You do not say, "This problem is my truth." You say, "This is something I am moving through, and tonight I allow my mind and body to rest." There is a big difference between responsibility and worry. Responsibility says, "I will take the next wise step when it is time." Worry says, "I must suffer all night to prove I care." Responsibility helps you act. Worry often keeps you stuck. Responsibility gives the mind direction. Worry keeps the mind running in circles. Responsibility can be calm. Worry usually feels like punishment. So before sleep, you may ask yourself, is this thought helping me take a loving step, or is it only hurting me again? If it is only hurting you again, you are allowed to put it down for the night. You are allowed to say, "Not now." You are allowed to say, "I will meet this tomorrow with a clearer mind." You are allowed to say, "Tonight I choose rest." This is not giving up. This is caring for your nervous system. This is telling your body, you do not have to stay in battle when there is no battle in this room. This is telling your mind, you do not have to solve every fear before morning. This is telling your heart, you are allowed to sleep without earning peace first. So many people think worry protects them. They think if they keep thinking about the problem, they will be safer. They think if they imagine every bad thing, they will be prepared. They think if they do not stop worrying, they are being responsible. But often, worry does not protect the future. It steals the present. It takes away the only moment where the body could rest. It keeps the mind living inside a problem that may not even happen. It makes the night feel like another workplace for fear. My dear, you do not need to rehearse pain before sleep. You do not need to replay every mistake. You do not need to punish yourself for not knowing everything. You do not need to go over every conversation, every look, every silence, every delay. You do not need to keep asking, "Why did I say that? Why did they do that? What if this means something bad?" These questions may feel important, but at night they often become heavy clouds. They cover the soft light of the soul. Before sleep, choose a better question. Instead of asking, "What if everything goes wrong?" ask, "What if tomorrow brings one small answer?" Instead of asking, "Why am I not better yet?" ask, "How can I be kinder to myself tonight?" Instead of asking, "Why did this happen to me?" ask, "What part of me needs love right now?" Instead of asking, "Will life ever change?" ask, "What new thought can I plant before I sleep?" The mind loves questions. It searches for answers. If you ask fear questions, it looks for fear answers. If you ask loving questions, it begins to look for loving answers. So tonight, do not let fear ask every question. Let love ask one. Let trust ask one. Let hope ask one. Let the quiet part of you ask, "How is life helping me in ways I may not see yet?" You do not need an answer right away. The question itself can soften the direction of the mind. If I sleep with fear, my mind keeps carrying fear. If I sleep with love, my mind begins to open to love. Let that be remembered. If I sleep with fear, my mind keeps carrying fear. If I sleep with love, my mind begins to open to love. This is not about being perfect. It is about being gentle enough to choose the final voice of the day. You may have had fear all day. You may have cried. You may have felt angry. You may have felt lost. But before sleep, you can still give yourself love. The day may have been hard, but it does not have to end hard. there is power in the ending. How you end a day teaches your mind how to begin again. If you end every day with "I am failing," the mind may wake heavy. If you end every day with "I am supported," the mind may wake with a little more room. If you end every day with "I forgive myself," the heart may wake less burdened. If you end every day with "A new life is forming," the soul may wake more ready to take one small step. The old mind may not like this at first. It may say, "But we need to worry. We need to stay alert. We need to figure this out tonight." Thank that part of you. It is trying to protect you. It may have learned long ago that peace was not safe, that rest was not safe, that letting go was not safe. So do not fight it. Speak to it softly. Say, "Thank you for trying to protect me. But tonight we are safe enough to rest. We can think again tomorrow. We do not have to carry this all night." This is how you begin to change the pattern. Not by shouting over fear, not by pretending fear is not there, not by forcing yourself to be calm, but by becoming a loving guide inside your own mind. Fear may speak, but it does not have to lead. Worry may appear, but it does not have to be the last voice. The old story may knock, but it does not have to sleep in your bed. Before sleep, you may imagine placing the worries outside the door of the night, not throwing them away forever, not de-aging them, just saying, "You cannot come into my rest with me." You can write them down if you need to. You can say, "This is for tomorrow." You can tell your mind, "I hear you. I know this matters. But tonight, the body needs rest." This simple act gives your deeper self a feeling of safety. It says, "I am not ignoring life. I am caring for myself." And then you replace the fear with something softer. You do not leave the mind empty. You give it a new sentence. You say, "I am safe in this moment." You say, "I have done enough for today." You say, "I let the night hold what I cannot hold." You say, "I release fear and welcome peace." You say, "My mind can rest. My body can rest. My heart can rest." Speak slowly. The slower you speak, the more the body can hear. Let your words become warm. Let them become simple. Let them become like a soft blanket. I am safe in this moment. Breathe. I have done enough for today. Breathe. I release this fear from my body. Breathe. I allow peace to enter my sleep. Breathe. Do not rush. This is not a race. The night does not need you to perform healing. The night invites you to receive it. If guilt comes, speak to guilt with love. Say, "I forgive myself for what I did not know." If regret comes, speak to regret with love. Say, "I can learn without hurting myself." If sadness comes, speak to sadness with love. Say, "I am here with you." If loneliness comes, Speak to loneliness with love. Say, I will not abandon myself tonight. If fear comes, speak to fear with love. Say, you may soften now. I am safe enough in this breath. This is how the night becomes a place of healing instead of a place of fear. The same bed where you used to worry can become the place where you return to yourself. The same pillow that heard your old pain can begin to hear your new words. The same dark room that once felt lonely can become the quiet room where your soul learns to rest. Nothing outside may look different at first, but inside, a new sound is being born. Do not sleep with the same worry and expect to wake with peace. This does not mean you should blame yourself for worrying. It means you now have a choice. You can notice the worry. You can bless the worried part. You can give the mind a new direction. You can say, tonight, I choose one thought of peace. One thought may be enough. One sentence may be enough. One breath may be enough to begin. Sometimes people think change must be large to be real. But the deeper mind is shaped by small things repeated with feeling. One loving sentence every night. One hand on the heart. One breath before sleep. One moment of not scrolling. One choice to close the day with forgiveness instead of blame. One whisper of trust instead of fear. These are not small. These are new instructions. These are quiet acts of becoming. Before sleep, the mind does not need a long speech. It needs a clear, loving message. It needs to know we are not in danger right now. It needs to know we can rest. It needs to know we are allowed to begin again. It needs to know the old story is not the only story. So speak the message simply. I am safe. I am loved. I am allowed to rest. A new life can begin in me. And if a part of you says, but I do not feel safe, do not force it. Say, I am learning to feel safe. If a part of you says, but I do not feel loved, say, I am willing to receive love. If a part of you says, but I cannot rest, say, I allow my body to soften little by little. Make the words gentle enough for your body to accept. Healing words do not have to be big. They have to be kind. The night is not asking you to become perfect. It is asking you to stop hurting yourself before sleep. It is asking you to stop letting fear be the final teacher of the day. It is asking you to choose one softer voice. It is asking you to remember that the mind can learn peace. The body can learn rest. The heart can learn trust. The soul can learn to begin again. So tonight, when the old fear begins to speak, pause. Do not follow it immediately. Do not let it pull you into every dark hallway. Place a hand on your heart and say, Fear, I hear you, but love will speak now. Then speak love. I am safe enough for this moment. I release what I cannot solve tonight. I forgive myself. I let my body rest. I let my mind rest. I let life work in ways I cannot see. These words may feel soft, but softness can be strong. A soft word can stop an old pattern. A soft breath can calm the body. A soft sentence can change the direction of the mind. A soft blessing can become the start of a new morning. You do not need to fight the night. You only need to enter it with love. Fear may have had many nights. Worry may have had many nights. Self-blame may have had many nights. But tonight can be different. Tonight, you can give the final voice to peace. Tonight, you can say, I am not taking old fear into my sleep. Tonight you can say, I allow my deeper mind to rest in love. Tonight you can say, tomorrow does not have to be a copy of today. Let the day end with a new sound, not the sound of panic, not the sound of blame, not the sound of the old story. Let it end with a whisper of trust. I am safe. I am loved. I am guided. I release this day. I sleep in peace. Let those words be the last light in the room. At night, the busy mind becomes quiet, and the deeper mind begins to listen. This is why the words before sleep can feel so powerful. During the day, the mind may argue. It may say, I do not believe that. It may say, look at the evidence. It may say, this is too hard. It may compare, judge, remember, fear, and question. But before sleep, the mind begins to soften. The door to the deeper mind opens a little wider. The body is no longer moving through the world. The eyes are closed. The room is still. The deeper part of you is more red. I to receive. This deeper part is often called the subconscious mind. You do not need a hard meaning for this. Think of it as the part of you that keeps listening beneath the surface. It is the part that stores old messages. It is the part that learned what felt safe and what felt unsafe. It is the part that remembers repeated words, repeated feelings, repeated fears, and repeated beliefs. It is the part that can carry old pain, but it is also the part that can learn new love. The subconscious mind learns through repetition, feeling, and images. It does not only learn from one sentence said one time. It learns from what you keep telling it. It learns from what you keep feeling. It learns from what you keep imagining. It learns from the voice you use with yourself every day and every night. So if you keep telling yourself, I am not enough, the deeper mind begins to accept that as familiar. If you keep telling yourself, life is unsafe, the body begins to prepare for danger. If you keep telling yourself, nothing changes for me, the mind may stop looking for new doors. But the beautiful truth is this: the deeper mind can learn a new message. It may take time. It may need softness. It may need patience. But it can learn. You are not trapped forever in the old words. You are not stuck with the old fear. You are not bound to the old voice. A learned voice can be unlearned. A repeated belief can be replaced. A frightened inner world can slowly become a safer inner home. Before sleep is one of the most gentle times to teach the deeper mind. You are not forcing it. You are not fighting it. You are not standing in front of the mirror with pressure. You are not trying to prove anything. You are lying down. You are breathing. You are tired enough to stop controlling everything. And in that softness, you offer the mind a new sentence. You offer it a new image. You offer it a new feeling. My mind receives loving words while I sleep. Say that slowly. My mind receives loving words while I sleep. This sentence tells the deeper mind what to do. It says, receive love. It says, let these words go deeper. It says, you do not have to hold fear all night. It says, there is another way to rest. It is simple. It is easy. It is not too much for the body. It does not demand instant change. It simply opens the door. At night, your words can become soft instructions. If you say, I am safe to rest, you are teaching the body that rest is allowed. If you say, I forgive myself, you are teaching the heart that it does not need to be punished all night. If you say, I am guided, you are teaching the mind that it does not have to know every answer alone. If you say, I am becoming new, you are teaching the soul that the old story is not the end. This is not about forcing belief. Forcing belief feels tight. It feels like pressure. It feels like another job. Gentle belief feels different. It feels like placing a small light in the room. You do not have to make the whole room bright at once. You simply light one candle. You say one kind sentence. You take one breath. You let the body hear the words. You allow the words to come near, even if you do not fully believe them yet. The subconscious mind does not need to be bullied. It needs to feel safe. If you speak to yourself with anger, even beautiful words can feel hard. If you say, I am loved, but inside you are thinking, why do I not believe this yet? The body may feel pressure. So soften the tone. Make the words believable enough to enter. If I am loved feels too far, say, I am willing to feel loved. If I am safe feels too far, say, I am learning to feel safe. If I am healed feels too far, say, my body is learning to restore. If my life is new feels too far, say, a new life is beginning inside me. Gentle words are powerful because they do not create a fight inside the mind. They do not make the wounded part defend itself. They invite it. They say, come closer. You do not need to believe everything today. Just let this love touch you for a moment. The deeper mind often opens more easily to kindness than to force. It is like a flower. You cannot shout at a flower and make it open. You give it warmth. You give it light. You give it time. And in the right moment, It opens by itself. Think of the night as soft soil. Think of your words as seeds. Think of your feeling as water. If the words are loving and the feeling is gentle, the seed can go deeper. You may not see the growth in the morning. You may wake and still have responsibilities. You may still have the same room, the same phone, the same body, the same problems to face. But something inside may be a little different. You may pause before fear takes over. You may remember one sentence. You may breathe a little deeper. You may feel less alone. That is growth. The deeper mind does not always change with loud signs. Sometimes it changes quietly. It changes when the old thought comes and you do not follow it as quickly. It changes when you make a mistake and do not attack yourself as much. It changes when you wake in the night and instead of falling into fear, you say, I am safe, I can rest. It changes when the body begins to trust your voice. It changes when the heart starts to believe that you will not abandon it. At night, give your mind a new picture. The subconscious loves pictures. If you keep seeing tomorrow as a problem, the body may feel stress. If you keep seeing yourself alone, the heart may close. If you keep seeing life as hard, the mind may prepare for struggle. So before sleep, give it a softer picture. Imagine your body resting in warm light. Imagine your heart being held. Imagine tomorrow opening gently. Imagine yourself waking with a little more peace. Imagine a new life beginning as a small light inside your chest. Do not force the picture. Let it be seed impulse. Let it be easy. Let it feel safe. You may imagine placing the whole day into a river and watching it float away. You may imagine putting your worries into a box and closing the lid until morning. You may imagine a soft light moving through your body, telling every tired place, you can rest now. You may imagine yourself waking with new strength. These pictures are not empty. They speak to the deeper mind in a language it understands. The subconscious mind also listens to your tone. The same words can feel different depending on how you say them. I am safe, said with panic, may not feel safe. I am safe, said slowly, with breath, with warmth, with a hand on the heart, can feel like comfort. So do not only choose the words. Choose the way you speak them. Speak as if you are speaking to a child who has had a long day. Speak as if you are speaking to your own tired body. Speak as if the heart inside you is precious because it is. You may say, dear mind, you can rest now. You may say, dear body, thank you for carrying me today. You may say, dear heart, I know you felt a lot and I am here. These words may sound simple, but they create a new relationship inside you. Instead of fighting yourself, you are caring for yourself. Instead of leaving yourself alone with fear, you are staying. Instead of ending the day with pressure, you are ending it with love. Many people wait for someone else to say the words they need. They wait for someone else to say, "You did enough." They wait for someone else to say, "You are loved." They wait for someone else to say, "You are safe." They wait for someone else to say, "I am proud of you." And yes, it is beautiful when love comes from others. But before sleep, you can also become the voice that gives these words to yourself. You can stop waiting outside your own heart. You can enter. You can say, "I am here now. I will speak kindly to you tonight." This is how the new life begins. Not by waiting for the whole world to become gentle, not by waiting for every person to understand you, not by waiting for every problem to disappear. It begins when your own inner voice becomes less cruel and more loving. It begins when the final words of the night stop being fear and start being peace. It begins when the deeper mind hears again and again, "You are safe, you are loved, you can begin again." At first, the old mind may resist. It may say, "This is not true." It may say, "Nothing has changed." It may say, "Words cannot help. Let it speak, but do not let it lead." The old mind is only repeating what it has practiced. It is not the whole truth. It is an old recording. You can thank it and then choose another sentence. You can say, "I hear the old fear, but tonight I choose a new word." This is how you slowly change the inner pattern. The deeper mind learns what is repeated, so repeat peace, repeat safety, repeat love, repeat trust, repeat forgiveness, not with pressure, not with fear that you are doing it wrong. Repeat like water touching the soil. Repeat like sunlight returning each morning. Repeat like a loving hand coming back to the heart. You do not need to say 100 sentences. One sentence said with love may reach deeper than many words said with force. Choose one bedtime sentence and stay with it. "I am safe to rest," or "I release this day with love," or "I forgive myself and allow peace," or "Life is guiding me while I sleep," or "Tomorrow I wake to a new life." Let one sentence become your night key. Let it open the same door again and again. Let the mind become familiar with peace. Let the body become familiar with softness. Let the heart become familiar with being held. The deeper mind loves rhythm. That is why a bedtime practice helps. When you repeat the same loving words each night, the body begins to understand. This is the time to soften. The mind begins to understand. This is the time to release. The heart begins to understand. This is the time to be held. Over time, the words become a signal. They tell your whole being, the day is over. We are safe enough to rest. You may create a simple rhythm. Breathe in and say, "I am safe." Breathe out and say, "I release the day." Breathe in and say, "I am loved." Breathe out and say, "I allow rest." Breathe in and say, "I am guided." Breathe out and say, I trust the night. This does not have to be perfect. If you forget, begin again. If the mind wanders, return. If emotion rises, hold it softly. Every return teaches the deeper mind that peace is possible. Night after night, these words can begin to wash the old fear, not all at once, not by force, but gently. The mind that once expected pain can begin to expect support. The body that once braced for danger can begin to soften into rest. The heart that once felt alone can begin to feel accompanied. The soul that once carried the old story can begin to whisper, maybe something new is possible. Before sleep, the deeper mind does not need you to be perfect. It needs your loving direction. It needs you to stop feeding it fear right before it opens. It needs you to choose words that help, not words that harm. It needs you to understand that your inner world is listening. Every night is a chance to teach it again. So when you lie down tonight, remember this: your mind is listening. Your body is listening. Your heart is listening. The child inside you is listening. The future you are becoming is listening. Speak words that help them feel safe. Speak words that help them open. Speak words that help them rest. Speak words that plant the new life gently. Say, my mind receives loving words while I sleep. Say, my body knows how to rest. Say, my heart is safe with me. Say, I release the old day. Say, a new life is forming in quiet ways. Say, tomorrow I wake with softer energy and a clearer heart. Let the words go deeper than the thinking mind. Let them move into the body. Let them touch the heart. Let them become seeds in the night. Let them give your subconscious a new path to follow. Not the path of fear, not the path of blame, not the path of the old story, a new path, a softer path, a path of peace, love, and quiet trust. And as the night comes closer, do not ask your mind to solve the whole future. Give it one loving direction. Do not ask your heart to carry every old pain. Give it one soft place to rest. Do not ask your body to stay strong forever. Give it permission to soften. The deeper mind is listening now. Speak gently. Speak simply. Speak as if your words are opening the door to a new life. Before you sleep, my dear, there is one beautiful thing you can give yourself. You can give yourself permission to release the day. Not because the day was perfect, not because every problem was solved, not because every word was kind, every plan worked, every feeling was easy, or every person understood you. You release the day because your soul was not made to carry today into tomorrow without rest. You release the day because the body needs a moment where it is no longer holding everything. You release the day because the mind deserves to know that it does not have to keep working in the dark. Many people lie down at night, but they do not truly let the day end. The body is in bed, but the mind is still walking through every room of the day. It goes back to the morning. It goes back to the message. It goes back to the mistake. It goes back to the conversation. It goes back to the thing that was not finished. It goes back to the moment that felt painful. It goes back again and again, as if replaying the day can somehow change it. But my dear, sleep is not the time to punish yourself with the past. Sleep is the time to let the heart come home. You do not need to solve your whole life tonight. Let that sentence be soft inside you. You do not need to solve your whole life tonight. You do not need to understand every delay. You do not need to fix every relationship. You do not need to plan every step. You do not need to replay every word. You do not need to prove that you are worthy before you rest. You are allowed to rest because you are human. You are allowed to rest because your body has carried you through another day. You are allowed to rest because peace is not something you must earn through perfect living. Sometimes the hardest thing at night is not the problem itself. It is the way the mind keeps holding the problem. It keeps turning it over. It keeps asking, what if this happens? What if that happens? What if I made the wrong choice? What if I am behind? What if nothing changes? And the more the mind asks these questions, the more the body tightens. The shoulders lift, the jaw holds, the chest becomes heavy. The stomach feels uneasy. The bed is soft, but the inner world feels like a storm. This is why release is a practice. Release does not always happen by accident. Release is something you gently choose. You do not force yourself to forget. You do not pretend the day did not matter. You do not push your feelings away. You simply say, for tonight, I lay this down. You tell your mind, we can return to this when there is light. You tell your body, you do not have to stay ready for danger. You tell your heart, you are safe enough to soften now. Place one hand on your heart and let the breath come slowly. You do not need to close your eyes if that does not feel right. You do not need to do anything perfectly. Just feel the warmth of your hand. Let it remind you that you are here with yourself. Then whisper, I release this day. I do not need to carry it into my sleep. Say it slowly. I release this day. I do not need to carry it into my sleep. Let the words move through the chest. Let them reach the tired places. Let them speak to the part of you that has been trying so hard. The day is complete. This does not mean everything is complete. It means the day has ended. There is a difference. The work may not be finished, but the day is complete. The answer may not be here yet, but the day is complete. The healing may still be happening, but the day is complete. The relationship may still be unclear, but the day is complete. The next step may still be forming, but the day is complete. You do not have to keep the day alive by thinking about it all night. My dear, so much peace comes when you stop treating sleep as a place to continue the battle. Sleep is not a battlefield. Sleep is a holy pause. It is the place where the body repairs, where the mind clears, where the heart is allowed to be quiet. But if you enter sleep with the same fight inside you, the body may not know it is safe to rest. So before sleep, let your words become a gentle signal. The fight is over for tonight. The day is over for tonight. I am allowed to rest now. If something painful happened today, release it with tenderness. Do not say, "It did not matter." If it hurt, it hurt. If it disappointed you, it disappointed you. If it made you tired, it made you tired. Healing does not ask you to deny your feelings. It asks you not to carry them like stones inside your chest all night. You can say, "This hurt me, and I am allowed to rest." You can say, "I felt this deeply, and I am still safe to sleep." You can say, "I do not need to understand everything tonight." There is a soft kind of strength in letting the day end. The old mind may believe that if you stop worrying, you are giving up. But rest is not giving up. Rest is how you return with more life. Rest is how the body gathers strength. Rest is how mind becomes clear. Rest is how the heart stops being squeezed by fear. If a problem needs action, a rested mind will meet it better than a mind that has suffered all night. So tonight, if worry says keep thinking, answer gently, not now. If regret says replay it again, answer, I have learned enough for tonight. If fear says stay awake and protect yourself, answer, I am safe enough in this moment. If guilt says you do not deserve peace, answer, I am allowed to rest while I am still learning. Let your loving voice become stronger than the voice that keeps pulling you back into the day. You may imagine the day as a heavy coat. All day you wore it. You carried its weight. You moved through its weather. But now, before sleep, you are allowed to take that coat off. You do not have to sleep wearing the weight of every moment. You can hang it at the door of the night. You can say, this belongs to today. I belong to rest. Feel how different that is. This belongs to today. I belong to rest. Maybe today you said something you wish you had said differently. Maybe you did not finish what you wanted to finish. Maybe you felt low. Maybe you worried too much. Maybe you were not as patient as you hoped to be. Maybe you missed an opportunity. Maybe you did your best and still felt unseen. My dear, let this be enough for tonight. You are not here to punish yourself forever for being human. You are here to learn, soften, and begin again. Say, I forgive myself for not doing everything perfectly today. Say it gently, not like a rule, not like something you must force. Say it like medicine. I forgive myself for not doing everything perfectly today. Let the body hear that it does not have to be perfect to be loved. Let the mind hear that mistakes are not a life sentence. Let the heart hear that you are still on your own side. Some nights, release means forgiving yourself. Some nights, release means forgiving the day. Some nights, release means accepting that you did not receive the answer you wanted. Some nights, release means being honest that you are tired. Some nights, release means saying, I do not know, but I can rest anyway. This is a very powerful sentence. I do not know, but I can rest anyway. You do not need to know everything before peace can touch you. The mind often says, I will rest when I know. But the soul says, rest and knowing will come more gently. The mind says, I will rest when the problem is gone. But the body says, rest so you can meet the problem with more care. The mind says, I will rest when life feels safe. But love says, give the body one signal of safety now. That signal may be one breath, one hand on the heart, one soft sentence, one choice not to follow the old fear tonight. The day is like a cup. During the day, it may become filled with many things. Words, tasks, emotions, worries, hopes, little pains, little joys, pressure, noise, and memory. If you do not empty the cup before sleep, the next morning may begin with yesterday still inside it. But when you release the day, even a little, you make space. Space for rest, space for new thought, space for the morning to come with fresh air. So empty the cup slowly. You might say, I release the words I heard today. Breathe. I release the words I said today. Breathe. I release the things I could not control. Breathe. I release the pressure to know everything. Breathe. I release the need to be perfect. Breathe. I release this day into love. Let each sentence pour out a little heaviness. Let each breath make room. Do not make release another hard job. You do not have to feel completely free tonight. You only have to loosen your grip. If you cannot release the whole fear, release one layer. If you cannot forgive everything, forgive one small part. If you cannot feel deep peace, allow one soft breath. If you cannot stop every thought, choose one thought of kindness. This is enough to begin. The body loves small kindness repeated with care. Sometimes the mind says, but if I let go, who will take care of this? My dear, letting go before sleep does not mean you never act. It means you stop trying to act with your mind while your body is begging for rest. You can write down the task for tomorrow. You can make a small note. You can say, This will be met at the right time. Then you give the night back to the body. You let tomorrow belong to tomorrow. There is also deep trust in releasing the day. You are saying, life can continue working even while I rest. You are saying, I do not have to hold the universe together with worry. You are saying, there is a wisdom deeper than my tired mind. You are saying, the same life that kept my heart beating today can carry me through the night. Let that truth soften you. You are not holding life alone. You are being held by life in ways you do not always see. You may say, life can work while I sleep. This is a simple bedtime truth. Life can work while I sleep. The body can repair while you sleep. The mind can clear while you sleep. The heart can soften while you sleep. New ideas can form while you sleep. Strength can return while you sleep. Peace can grow while you sleep. You do not have to stay awake to prove that you care. The old day may still try to call you back. A thought may rise just as you're about to rest. A memory may knock on the door. A fear may say, one more time, think about me. When that happens, do not be angry. Do not say, I am doing this wrong. Simply return. Return to the breath. Return to the hand on the heart. Return to the sentence. I release this day. I do not need to carry it into my sleep. Again and again, you return. That return is the practice. And if tears come, let them come softly. Tears can be part of release. The body may be letting go in its own way. Do not shame the tears. Do not ask them to explain themselves. Just stay near yourself. Say, I am here. Say, you are safe to feel. Say, you do not have to be strong right now. This kind of self-kindness tells the deeper mind that night is not a place of abandonment. It is a place of care. Before sleep, you are allowed to become very simple. You are allowed to stop being the worker, the helper, the fixer, the thinker, the planner, the strong one. You are allowed to be a soul in need of rest. You are allowed to be held by your own kind words. You are allowed to lay down the faces you wear for the world. You are allowed to meet yourself without judgment. Say, I did what I could with the strength I had today. Say, I am allowed to rest now. Say, what is unfinished can wait. Say, what is painful can soften. Say, what is unclear can become clearer in time. Say, tonight I choose peace over punishment. These words give the mind a new direction. They do not deny the day. They close the day with love. There is no need to drag yesterday, today, and tomorrow into the same bed. Let yesterday be gone. Let today be complete. Let tomorrow come when morning comes. Tonight belongs to rest. Tonight belongs to release. Tonight belongs to the gentle truth that you are more than what happened today. You are more than what you finished. You are more than what someone thought. You are more than one hard moment. You are a living soul, still becoming, still healing, still worthy of peace. So when you lie down, let the body know the day is over. Let the mind know it can stop searching. Let the heart know it does not have to stay on guard. Whisper, the day is complete. My soul is allowed to rest. Say it again, softer. The day is complete. My soul is allowed to rest. Let the words fall through you like warm rain. Let them touch the places that have been dry with worry. Let them remind you that release is not loss. Release is mercy. Tonight, you are not asked to carry the old weight into your dreams. You are invited to lay it down, even if only for these sleeping hours. You are invited to let the night be kind. You are invited to let your last words be lighter than your hardest thoughts. You are invited to say, I release this day with love, and I allow my whole being to rest. Before sleep, speak to yourself like someone you love, not like someone you are trying to fix, not like someone you are tired of, not like someone who has disappointed you. Speak to yourself like someone precious who has lived through a long day and needs tenderness. Speak to yourself like someone who has tried, even if everything was not perfect. Speak to yourself like someone who is still learning how to feel safe inside their own heart. My dear, many people are kind to others and hard on themselves. They comfort a friend, but criticize their own feelings. They encourage someone else, but shame their own mistakes. They speak softly to a child, but speak harshly to T, he child within themselves. They say, you are doing your best to someone they love, but when they look within, they say, why are you not better yet? This is where the wound continues, not only in what happened before, but in the way you speak to yourself now. Before sleep, the inner child inside you is listening. The tender part of you is listening. The tired part is listening. The part that felt unseen today is listening. The part that felt afraid, confused, lonely, or not enough is listening. And what does that part need before sleep? It does not need another list of everything wrong. It does not need one more harsh review of the day. It does not need to be told that it failed again. It needs to hear, I love you, I accept you, I am here with you. These words are simple, but they can touch a deep place. I love you. I accept you. I am here with you. Say them slowly, as if you are speaking to the youngest part of your heart. I love you. I accept you. I am here with you. Let there be space between the words. Let them breathe. Let them land. Maybe you believe them today. Maybe you do not. That is all right. You are not forcing the heart. You are offering it a new sound. Before sleep, do not abandon yourself with hard words. Stay with yourself gently. This is the beginning of real self-love. Self-love is not only saying nice things when life feels good. Self-love is staying kind when you feel messy, tired, afraid, or unfinished. Self-love is not leaving yourself just because the day was hard. Self-love is not attacking yourself when you need comfort. Self-love is saying, even here, I will not turn against myself. You may have learned the hard voice from somewhere. Maybe someone spoke to you with judgment. Maybe someone made you feel that love had to be earned. Maybe someone only noticed your mistakes. Maybe someone made you afraid to be imperfect. Maybe the world taught you to measure your worth by how much you do, how well you perform, how much you please, how attractive you look, how strong you seem, or how little you need. But my dear, a learned voice can be unlearned. The hard voice is not your truth. It is only a voice that has been practiced. Tonight, you can practice a new voice, a softer voice, a loving voice, a voice that says, you do not have to earn rest, a voice that says, you are allowed to be human, a voice that says, I know today was not easy, and I am still with you. A voice that says, you are not bad because you are tired. A voice that says, you are not unworthy because you are still healing. This voice may feel strange at first because the body may not be used to it. Let it be strange. New love often feels unfamiliar before it feels safe. Think of how you would speak to someone you deeply care about if they came to you at the end of a hard day. Would you say, you should have done better? Would you say, you are too much? Would you say, you are behind everyone else? Would you say, you do not deserve rest until everything is perfect? No, my dear. You would soften. You would sit close. You would say, come here. Breathe. You did your best. We will try again tomorrow. Give yourself that same mercy. Before sleep, you become the loving voice you were waiting for. You become the one who does not walk away. You become the one who does not make your pain worse. You become the one who says, I see you. This is not selfish. This is healing. When you become kinder inside yourself, you stop carrying so much hidden pain into the world. When you stop attacking yourself, your body feels safer. When your body feels safer, your mind becomes clearer. When your mind becomes clearer, life feels less like a battle. Say, I am proud of myself for making it through this day. You may feel resistance. A part of you may say, but I did not do enough. Speak gently to that part. I am proud of myself for making it through this day. Not because everything was perfect, not because you made no mistakes, not because you pleased everyone, but because you are still here, because you kept going, because you tried, because even if you struggled, you did not disappear. That matters. Many people are waiting for someone else to notice how much they carry. They are waiting for someone else to say, I see how hard you are trying. They are waiting for someone else to say, I know that took courage. They are waiting for someone else to say, you deserve rest. And yes, it is beautiful to be seen by another. But before sleep, you can also see yourself. You can say, I see my effort. I see my healing. I see the quiet battles I moved through today. There is a part of the heart that becomes stronger when effort is noticed. Not only success, effort. The small effort to breathe instead of react. The small effort to be honest. The small effort to keep going. The small effort to drink water, answer the message, do the work, rest when tired, choose a softer thought, or not fall fully into the old pattern. These small things may not impress the world, but they matter to the soul. Before sleep, tell yourself, your effort matters. Say it like you mean it. Your effort matters. Even the quiet effort no one saw. Even the inner work no one clapped for. Even the healing that did not look big from the outside. Even the moment when you almost returned to the old habit but paused. Even the moment when you felt fear and still chose one gentle step. Your effort matters. If the day brought shame, speak to shame with love. Shame says, hide. Love says, come closer. Shame says, you are wrong. Love says, you are learning. Shame says, you do not deserve kindness. Love says, kindness is what helps you heal. Before sleep, do not let shame be the last voice. Say, I am learning, and I am still worthy of love. Say, I can grow without hating myself. Say, I can see what needs to change without calling myself bad. This is very important, my dear. You can be honest without being cruel. You can admit a mistake without making it your identity. You can notice where you need to grow without attacking your whole being. The hard voice may say, if I am not harsh, I will never change. But harshness often creates fear, and fear often makes the heart close. Love creates safety, and safety allows truth to come forward. You do not need cruelty to grow. You need honesty held in love. Before sleep, if there is something you wish you had done differently, say, I take the lesson and release the punishment. That is a powerful sentence. I take the lesson and release the punishment. It means you are willing to learn. It means you are not denying your part. But it also means you will not spend the night hurting yourself for being imperfect. The lesson can stay. The punishment can leave. Wisdom can stay. Shame can leave. Maybe you need to say, I forgive myself for the words I spoke from fear. Maybe you need to say, I forgive myself for the choice I made when I did not know better. Maybe you need to say, I forgive myself for needing time. Maybe you need to say, I forgive myself for being tired. Maybe you need to say, I forgive myself for not being able to carry everything today. Let forgiveness become part of your bedtime language. Not once in a while, but often. The heart needs it. Self-love before sleep also means not using the night to compare yourself. Do not lie down and measure your life against someone else's life. Do not compare your timing, your body, your home, your money, your healing, your relationship, your success, or your path. Comparison is a hard pillow. It does not let the heart rest. It makes the soul feel behind. Before sleep, return to your own path. Say, "My life is unfolding in its own time." Say, "I do not need to become someone else to be worthy." Say, "I bless my own journey tonight." You are not behind in your own soul. You are learning what your life is teaching you. You are healing what your heart is ready to heal. You are becoming in a way that belongs to you. And before sleep, the mind does not need more pressure to catch up. It needs permission to rest on its own path. It needs to hear, "I accept where I am tonight, and I trust that I can continue tomorrow." Say, "I accept myself in this moment." If that feels too big, say, "I am willing to accept myself in this moment." If even that feels too hard, say, "I am willing to stop being cruel to myself tonight." That is already a beautiful beginning. Sometimes self-love begins very simply, not with full belief, not with great feeling, but with the choice to stop adding pain to pain. Before sleep, you may speak to yourself in the mirror of the heart. You do not need an actual mirror. You can close your eyes and meet yourself within. See the part of you that tried today. See the part that got tired. See the part that wanted love. See the part that felt afraid. Instead of running away, move closer. Say, "I am here with you." This is one of the deepest healing sentences. I am here with you. It tells the inner child that they are not alone. It tells the body that it does not need to hold fear by itself. It tells the heart that you will stay. If loneliness comes at night, do not shame it. Loneliness often becomes louder in the dark because the day no longer distracts you. If loneliness comes, place your hand on your heart and say, "I am here with you." Not because your own love replaces every kind of love, but because your own presence is important. You can still desire connection. You can still welcome loving people, but you do not have to abandon yourself while you wait. You can become a gentle home inside your own heart. Say, "Tonight, I will not leave myself." Let that be your promise. Tonight, I will not leave myself. If I feel sad, I will stay kind. If I feel afraid, I will speak softly. If I feel regret, I will forgive. If I feel tired, I will let myself rest. If I feel alone, I will place my hand on my heart and remember that I am here. This promise is not small. It changes the way the body feels inside you. Many old wounds come from feeling alone with pain. So healing often begins when you stop leaving yourself alone with pain. You do not need to have every answer. You do not need to fix every feeling. You only need to stay near yourself with love. Before sleep, staying near yourself may sound like, "This feeling is hard, but I am here." It may sound like, I do not know what tomorrow brings, but I will not attack myself tonight. It may sound like I am allowed to rest while I'm still healing. Speak to the tired part of you. Say, you can rest now. Speak to the worried part. Say, you do not have to solve this tonight. Speak to the ashamed part. Say, you are still worthy of love. Speak to the lonely part. Say, I am with you. Speak to the body. Say, thank you for carrying me. Speak to the heart. Say, you are safe to soften. Let every part hear a word that helps it rest. This is what it means to speak to yourself like someone you love. You choose words that heal instead of words that harm. You choose patience instead of pressure. You choose comfort instead of criticism. You choose presence instead of abandonment. You choose to become less like the hard voices from the past and more like the love you always needed. And if the loving words make you emotional, let that be okay. Sometimes the heart cries when it finally receives what it needed for so long. Tears do not mean the words are failing. Tears may mean they are reaching the place that has been waiting. Stay with yourself. Say, it is safe to receive kindness. Say, it is safe to soften. Say, I do not have to earn love tonight. There is a new life hidden inside this practice. Because a person who speaks to themselves with love begins to make different choices. A person who stops attacking themselves begins to feel less desperate for approval. A person who comforts their own heart begins to stop chasing what hurts. A person who says, I am worthy, before sleep begins to wake with a little more strength. The outer life may take time to change, but the inner relationship begins tonight. Before sleep, become your own gentle friend. Not perfect, not always peaceful, not always certain, just gentle. Say, I love you, I accept you, I am here with you. Say, I forgive you for being human. Say, you did enough for today. Say, you are safe to rest. Say, tomorrow we begin again with love. These words create an inner home, a place where you are not judged all night, a place where you are allowed to be learning, a place where the soul can breathe. Let the last voice of the day be a loving one. Let it say, you are not too much. Let it say, you are not too late. Let it say, you are not your mistakes. Let it say, you are worthy of peace tonight. Let it say, I am here and I will stay. When the inner voice becomes loving, sleep becomes softer. And when sleep becomes softer, morning can begin with less heaviness. So tonight, before you close your eyes, do not search for what is wrong with you. Search for the part of you that needs love. Speak there. Place the words there. Let your heart hear, I love you, I accept you, I am here with you. Let those words become the blanket over the inner child. Let them become the light beside the bed of your soul. Let them become the sound that carries you into rest. Before sleep, speak peace to your body. Your body has carried you through another day. It has carried your breath, your feelings, your thoughts, your work, your worry, your love, your movement, your stillness, your stress, and your hope. It has been with you in every moment. Even when you criticized it, it stayed. Even when you pushed it too hard, it kept trying. Even when you ignored its signals, it continued to serve you. Tonight, let your body hear love. Many people speak to the body with fear, anger, or disappointment. They say, "What is wrong with me?" They say, "Why do I feel this way?" They say, "Why can't my body be better?" They look at the body as a problem, an enemy, a thing to fix, a thing to judge, a thing to control. But the body is not your enemy, my dear. The body is your home in this life. It is the place where your soul rests. It is the friend that has never left you. The body does not heal better from fear. It softens when it feels loved. Remember this before sleep. The body does not heal better from fear. It softens when it feels loved. Fear may make the body tighten. Criticism may make the body close. Shame may make the body feel unsafe. But love creates a softer inner space. Love does not replace care, rest, treatment, or wise action. Love supports them. Love becomes the atmosphere where healing can feel safe. So tonight, do not attack the body. Do not scan it with fear. Do not speak to it as if it has failed you. Do not make it carry your anger into sleep. Instead, place a hand on the heart, the belly, the shoulder, or any place that feels tired. Let the warmth of your hand become a message. Let it say, "I am here, I am listening, I am not against you." The body understands touch. It understands breath. It understands tone. It understands whether your voice feels like danger or love. Whisper, "Dear body, thank you for carrying me today. You are safe to rest now." Say it slowly. "Dear body, thank you for carrying me today. You are safe to rest now." Let the words be simple. Let them be kind. Let them move through the body like warm light. You do not have to feel anything dramatic. You do not have to force relaxation. You only need to offer the body a new message. The body has heard enough pressure. Tonight, let it hear thanks. Thank you, dear body, for breathing me through this day. Thank you for holding my heart. Thank you for helping me move in the ways I could move. Thank you for giving me signals. Thank you for trying to protect me. Thank you for staying with me. Even if I did not always listen, I am listening now. Even if I was not always kind, I am learning to be kinder now. There is healing in thanking the body. Gratitude changes the relationship. When you thank the body, you stop treating it like a machine. You start treating it like a living friend. you begin to see that the body has been communicating with you, not fighting you. Tiredness may be a message, tension may be a message, pain may be a message, hunger may be a message, restlessness may be a message. The body speaks in its own language, and love helps you listen without panic. Before sleep, ask gently, "Dear body, what do you need from me?" Then do not force an answer. Maybe the answer is rest, maybe water, maybe softer thoughts, maybe a slower morning, maybe support, maybe a doctor, maybe movement, maybe stillness, maybe less pressure, maybe more kindness. The answer may not come in words. It may come as a feeling, a knowing, a simple thought. Listen with respect. The body is wise in quiet ways. Say, "I listen to my body with love." This is a powerful healing sentence. I listen to my body with love. It means you are no longer only judging the body. You are no longer only fearing it. You are entering partnership. You are saying, "I want to understand you. I want to care for you. I want to support you." The body does not need you to be perfect. It needs you to stop being its enemy. At night, the body is ready to repair. It wants to loosen the day. It wants to breathe deeper. It wants to soften the muscles. It wants to clear what it can clear. It wants to return to balance in the ways it knows. But if the mind keeps sending danger signals, the body may not feel safe. So give it words of safety. My body relaxes. My body restores. My body knows how to heal. Say it softly. My body relaxes. My body restores. My body knows how to heal. Do not say these words as a command. Say them as a blessing. There is a difference. A command feels like pressure. A blessing feels like love. You are not ordering the body to be different by morning. You are blessing the body with peace. You are telling it, "I trust the life within you." You are telling it, "You are allowed to rest." You are telling it, "I will no longer frighten you before sleep." If there is a place in the body that feels tense, bring your breath there gently. Not with fear, not with the thought, "What is wrong?" but with the words, "I am listening." You may place your hand there if it feels comforting. Say, "I send love to this place." Breathe slowly. Imagine the breath as warm light. Imagine the body receiving kindness. Even if the feeling does not change right away, your relationship with the feeling can change. And that matters. Sometimes the body holds the words we never said. It holds the tears we pushed down. It holds the stress we carried. It holds the fear we did not know how to name. It holds the old habit of bracing. So before sleep, when you speak kindly to the body, you are not only speaking to skin and bone. You are speaking to memory. You are speaking to the nervous system. You are speaking to the part of you that learned to stay ready for pain. You are saying, "You can soften now. I am here." The jaw may need to hear. You do not have to hold back every word tonight. The shoulders may need to hear. You do not have to carry the whole world. The chest may need to hear. You are safe to breathe. The stomach may need to hear. You do not have to hold tomorrow. The hands may need to hear. You can open now. The heart may need to hear. You are loved. Speak to the body like this, simply and gently. The body loves simple truth. If you have spent years criticizing your body, it may take time for the body to trust your kindness. Do not rush it. Do not say, "Why do I still feel tense?" Do not make relaxation another test. Just return. Night after night, return with kind words. Dear body, I am listening. Dear body, I am learning. Dear body, I want to care for you. Dear body, you are safe to rest. Gentle return teaches the body that love is becoming consistent. Your body does not need you to hate it into healing. It needs you to love it into safety. This does not mean you ignore what needs care. If your body needs help, seek help. If your body needs rest, give rest. If your body needs movement, give movement. If your body needs food, water, touch, support, quiet, or attention, give what you can with kindness. Love is not passive. Love is how you care without cruelty. Before sleep, release the habit of speaking to the body with fear. If a worried thought comes, answer it softly. I hear this fear, but tonight I choose care. If criticism comes, answer, my body deserves kindness. If impatience comes, answer, healing can take time, and I can be gentle while it happens. If shame comes, answer, my body is not my enemy. Let your loving voice become the new voice the body hears at night. Say, my body is my friend. Maybe this feels new. Maybe it feels hard. That is okay. Say it gently. My body is my friend. My body is not a mistake. My body is not a burden. My body is not here to be hated. My body is the home that carries me. My body is listening. My body deserves love. Even if you do not fully feel these words yet, let them come near. Let them begin to soften the old war. Many people go to bed with a tight body because they have lived the whole day in pressure. They rush, they push, they hold the stomach in, they hold the breath, they hold the emotions, they hold the face, they hold the tears, they hold the anger, they hold the need to be strong. Then at night, they wonder why the body cannot simply relax. My dear, the body may need a loving signal. It may need you to say, you are allowed to let go now. So begin with the shoulders. Say, shoulders, you can drop now. begin with the jaw. Say, jaw, you can soften now. Begin with the hands. Say, hands, you can rest now. Begin with the belly. Say, belly, you are safe now. Begin with the heart. Say, heart, I am with you now. Let every part receive one simple message. You do not have to hold the day anymore. There is also healing in saying thank you to the parts you often judge. Thank you, belly, for holding my feelings. Thank you, legs, for carrying me. Thank you, hands, for helping me touch life. Thank you, eyes, for seeing the world. Thank you, heart, for continuing. Thank you, lungs, for breathing. Thank you, body, for being with me in every season. Gratitude does not require the body to be perfect. Gratitude says, I see your service. Before sleep, let the body feel seen, not inspected. There is a difference. Inspection looks for what is wrong. Seeing notices what is present with love. Inspection creates tension. Seeing creates connection. Tonight, do not inspect the body like a problem. See it like a dear companion. Say, I see you. I thank you. I am here to care for you. This is how the relationship begins to heal. If the body feels heavy, say, I allow heaviness to soften into rest. If the body feels tense, say, I allow tension to loosen little by little. If the body feels tired, say, I honor my need for rest. If the body feels unsettled, say, I give myself safety in this moment. If the body feels numb, say, I am still here with love. Meet what is present. Do not demand that the body become different before you love it. Love the body now, in the state it is in tonight. Not when it changes, not when it looks different, not when it feels perfect, not when every discomfort is gone. Love it now because love is what helps it feel safe. Love it now because the body has been waiting for your friendship. Love it now because you live here. You deserve to live inside a body that hears kindness from you. Say, I bless my body before sleep. Say, I bless my breath. Say, I bless my heart. Say, I bless every tired place. Say, I bless every place that needs care. Say, I bless the life moving inside me. Blessing the body does not need to be religious or formal. It can simply mean speaking good over your own body. It can mean wishing peace to every part. It can mean choosing not to end the day in criticism. Your body listens to the stories you tell about it. If the story is always, my body is against me, the body may feel like a place of fear. If the story becomes, my body is speaking to me, the body becomes a place of listening. If the story is, my body is broken, the heart may feel hopeless. If the story becomes, my body is learning to restore, hope can enter. Choose the story with care. Before sleep, the story goes deep. My body relaxes, my body restores, my body knows how to heal. Let this be the story tonight. My body relaxes, my body restores, my body knows how to heal. Let it be repeated without pressure. Let it be a lullaby for the nervous system. Let it tell the body that it can move out of fear and into rest. Let it tell the deeper mind that the body is not a battlefield. The body is a living home. If you wake during the night, return to the words. Do not let fear take over. Place a hand where it feels right and whisper, I am safe. My body can rest. If thoughts begin to race, whisper, not now, we are resting. If the body feels uneasy, whisper, I am with you. These words may not make everything disappear, but they can change the way you meet the moment. They can make the body feel less alone. Healing is not always fast, but kindness can begin immediately. You may not be able to change every feeling tonight. You may not be able to remove every worry. You may not be able to understand every signal. But you can stop speaking to the body like an enemy. You can stop adding fear to discomfort. You can stop ending the day with criticism. You can begin again with love. Before sleep, imagine your whole body surrounded by peace. From the top of the head to the tips of the toes, let there be softness. Let the forehead smooth. Let the eyes rest. Let the mouth soften. Let the throat open. Let the shoulders fall. Let the chest breathe. Let the belly be held. Let the back release. Let the legs grow heavy. Let the feet rest. Let the whole body hear, you are safe to sleep now. Say, dear body, I will listen more kindly tomorrow. This is a gentle promise. You do not have to promise perfection. You can promise kindness. You can promise to notice. You can promise to stop making the body your enemy. You can promise to give it water, breath, rest, movement, help, or softness where you can. The body does not need a perfect promise. It needs a loving one. And as you speak these words, let the body become less like a problem and more like a partner. Let your breath become less like a habit and more like a gift. Let your heart become less like something you ignore and more like something you protect. Let sleep become less like escape and more like healing. Let the night become a place where the body is not judged but blessed. Tonight, say these words with care. Dear body, thank you for carrying me today. You are safe to rest now. My body relaxes. My body restores. My body knows how to heal. I listen to my body with love. I bless every part of me with peace. Let the words be slow. Let them be simple. Let them be enough. Let them carry you deeper into rest, where the body can soften, the mind can quiet, and the heart can feel held. Tonight, my dear, you are not only going to sleep, you are entering a quiet doorway. The day is closing behind you, and something new is waiting to be planted inside your mind. Sleep is not only rest for the body. Sleep is also a deep space where the old noise can soften, where the heart can breathe and where the mind can receive a new message. This is why the words you speak before sleep matter so much. They are not only words, they are directions. They tell the deeper mind where to look, what to hold, and what kind of life you are becoming ready to receive. Before sleep, you can speak words that open a new life inside you. Not by force, not by pressure, not by trying to become a new person in one night. A new life begins more gently than that. It begins when you stop feeding the old identity. It begins when you stop saying, "This is just who I am." It begins when you stop carrying the same fear into every night. It begins when you whisper, "I am safe, I am loved, I am guided, I am becoming new." Say those words slowly. I am safe, I am loved, I am guided, I am becoming new. Let them move through the body like soft light. Let them touch the places that still feel unsure. Let them speak to the part of you that has been living in the old story for too long. You do not need to fully believe them tonight. You only need to let them come near. You only need to give your mind a new path to follow. You only need to let one loving sentence be stronger than one old fear. A new life does not always begin when the outside changes. Sometimes the outside is the last place to change. A new life begins when you stop being the same person inside the old situation. It begins when you respond with calm, where you used to respond with panic. It begins when you speak to yourself with love, where you used to speak with blame. It begins when you rest instead of punishing yourself. It begins when you say, "This old story is not my final truth." It begins when you place your attention on what is forming, not only on what has been. The old life may have taught you to sleep with worry. It may have taught you to expect pain. It may have taught you to believe that good things are for other people. It may have taught you to feel unsafe in love, unsafe in rest, unsafe in receiving, unsafe in being seen, unsafe in trusting life. But tonight, you can begin teaching your mind something new. You can say, "I am safe to receive good." You can say, "I am safe to rest." You can say, "I am safe to let life help me." You can say, "I am safe to wake tomorrow with a new feeling." The old self may say, "Nothing is changing." But the new self can answer, "Something is changing in me." The old self may say, "I have been this way for too long." But the new self can answer, "I can begin again tonight." The old self may say, "I do not know how." But the new self can answer, "I do not need the whole path tonight. I only need one loving word." This is how a new inner life begins. Not with a loud battle, not with shame, not with pressure, with one new choice repeated softly. Before sleep, the mind is like soft soil. If you plant fear, fear grows. If you plant blame, blame grows. If you plant love, love begins to grow. If you plant trust, trust begins to grow. If you plant the thought, I am becoming new, then the mind begins to search for signs of newness. It may help you wake with a softer thought. It may help you notice a better choice. It may help you pause before returning to the old habit. It may help you feel one small opening where there used to be only heaviness. Tonight, you are planting a new identity, not the identity of someone broken, not the identity of someone forgotten, not the identity of someone who is always behind, not the identity of someone who must struggle forever. You are planting the identity of someone loved by life, someone learning peace, someone becoming kinder inside, someone who can release the old day, someone who can wake with new energy, someone who is allowed to receive good. Say, I am not the fear I felt today. Let that sentence be gentle. I am not the fear I felt today. Fear may have visited, but fear is not your whole being. Worry may have been loud, but worry is not your truth. Sadness may have come close, but sadness is not your final home. You are the one who can notice these feelings. You are the one who can hold them with love. You are the one who can say, I felt this, and I am still becoming new. Say, I am not the mistake I made today. Maybe something happened today that you keep replaying. Maybe you wish you had spoken differently. Maybe you wish you had done more. Maybe you wish you had been calmer, wiser, stronger, or more patient. My dear, let the lesson stay, but let the punishment go. A mistake is not your name. A hard moment is not your whole life. You can learn without hating yourself. You can grow without carrying shame into sleep. You can say, I forgive myself and I choose a new way. Say, I am not the old story. The old story may have followed you for many years. It may say, I am not enough. It may say, I am not chosen. It may say, I must work hard to be loved. It may say, money is always hard. It may say, my body is against me. It may say, nothing good stays. But an old story is not a life sentence. It is only a story that has been repeated, and what has been repeated can be softened. What has been learned can be unlearned. What has been believed can be gently changed. Before sleep, give yourself a new story. Not a story that denies your pain, but a story that does not end in pain. Say, I am learning to feel safe. Say, I am learning to receive love. Say, I am learning to trust life. Say, I am learning to care for my body. Say, I am learning to let good things come. These words are tender because they allow you to be in process. You do not have to pretend you are already completely healed. You can be learning. You can be becoming. You can be on the way. The words, I am becoming new, are very powerful because they do not force the whole change to happen at once. They give your soul room. They say, something is moving. They say, something is opening. They say, the past is not the only place I can live. They say, life can still surprise me. They say, tomorrow does not have to be a copy of today. Let this be your bedtime truth. I am becoming new. Maybe the new life begins with peace in your body. Maybe it begins with a slower breath. Maybe it begins with no longer reaching for fear right before sleep. Maybe it begins with one night where you do not attack yourself. Maybe it begins with one soft sentence. Maybe it begins with one small feeling of hope. Do not reject the small beginning because it is not dramatic. Small beginnings are sacred. A seed is small. A breath is small. A whisper is small. And still a whole new life can begin there. Tonight say, I open my heart to a new life, not with force, not with fear, not as if you must prove something. Say it softly. I open my heart to a new life. Let the heart open only as much as it can. Even a little opening is enough. You may not know what the new life looks like yet. You may not know how everything will change. You may not know the timing, but you can open. You can say, I am willing. You can say, I am available. You can say, life, show me the next loving step. A new life is not only about new outer things. It is also about a new inner voice. A new life is waking up and not immediately attacking yourself. A new life is touching your body with respect. A new life is taking care of one small thing instead of drowning in everything. A new life is saying no when your peace needs protection. A new life is saying yes to rest. A new life is believing that you are still worthy even while healing. A new life begins when your inner world becomes a kinder place to live. Before sleep, remind yourself, I do not need to chase my new life. I allow it to grow from within. There is peace in this. You do not need to run after life with fear. You do not need to force every door. You do not need to control every person. You do not need to know every step tonight. You can plant the words. You can rest the body. You can let the deeper mind receive the new message. You can wake tomorrow and take one loving step. Say, tonight I release the old me with love. This does not mean you hate who you were. It means you bless the part of you that survived. You thank the part that kept going. You understand why you were afraid. You understand why you held on. You understand why you protected yourself. And then gently you say, you brought me this far, but now we are learning another way. There is no need to shame the old self. The old self helped you survive. The new self is here to help you live. Tonight you may say, "Old fear, thank you for trying to protect me, but I do not need you to lead my life anymore." Say, "Old worry, thank you for trying to prepare me, but I choose peace tonight." Say, "Old shame, I no longer need your punishment." Say, "Old pain, I honor what happened, but I do not give you my whole future." These words are freeing. They allow the past to be real without allowing it to rule. The new life begins inside before the outside changes. Remember this. The new life begins inside before the outside changes. Before the new home, there is a new feeling of worth. Before the new relationship, there is a new way of loving yourself. Before the new abundance, there is a new relationship with receiving. Before the new peace, there is a new way of speaking to your nervous system. Before the outer world catches up, the inner world begins to change. So tonight, do not stare only at what has not changed yet. Do not say, "Nothing is happening." Something may be happening in the deep. A seed does not show its roots above the soil. A baby does not appear the moment life begins forming. Dawn begins while the sky is still dark. Your new life may be forming in ways your eyes cannot measure tonight. Trust the quiet beginning. Say, "Something new is forming in me now." Let this sentence become a soft light. Something new is forming in me now. Maybe new trust is forming. Maybe new courage is forming. Maybe new peace is forming. Maybe new self-love is forming. Maybe new strength is forming. Maybe a new path is forming. You do not need to see the whole picture tonight. Let the sentence open the door. When you sleep with the words, "I am becoming new," the deeper mind begins to receive a new order. It begins to loosen the old identity. It begins to look for another way. It begins to understand that the past is not the master. The mind may still bring old thoughts. That is okay. The body may still hold old tension. That is okay. The heart may still feel unsure. That is okay. Becoming knee W is a process, and you are allowed to move gently. Tonight, let your words be simple. I am safe. I am loved. I am guided. I am becoming new. These 4 sentences are enough. They speak to fear, loneliness, confusion, and the old identity. I am safe tells the body it can rest. I am loved tells the heart it is not abandoned. I am guided tells the mind it does not need every answer tonight. I am becoming new tells the soul the old story is not the end. Say them again. I am safe. I am loved. I am guided. I am becoming new. Let the breath slow down. Let the shoulders soften. Let the day move farther away. Let the night become kinder. Let your mind receive the message. Let your body feel the tone. Let your heart know that you are not going to sleep as the old story tonight. You are going to sleep as someone who is opening to a new life. Tonight, my dear, you do not need a long practice. You do not need to say many words. You do not need to do anything hard. Sometimes the most powerful healing is very simple. 1 minute, 1 breath, 1 hand on the heart, 1 gentle prayer, 1 soft return to love. The mind does not always need more information. The body does not always need more effort. The heart often needs 1 quiet moment where it feels held. The 60-second sleep prayer is not a rule. It is a doorway. It is a small space between the day and the night. It is where you stop carrying the noise of the day into sleep. It is where you speak to the deeper mind with love. It is where you tell the body you are safe to rest. It is where you let the heart know. We are not ending this day with fear. This 1 minute can become a gentle bridge into a new life. Begin by taking 1 slow breath. Let it be natural. You do not need to force it. You do not need to make it perfect. Just breathe in softly and breathe out slowly. Let the breath tell the body, the day is ending. Let the breath tell the mind, you can slow down now. Let the breath tell the heart, I am here. A single breath can begin to change the direction of the whole night. Then relax the shoulders. Many people carry the day in the shoulders. They carry pressure there. They carry responsibility there. They carry words they did not say. They carry the need to be strong. So before sleep, let the shoulders fall, even a little. You do not need to become fully relaxed in 1 moment. Just give the body a small sign. Say quietly, I do not have to carry the whole day anymore. Then place 1 hand on the heart. This is a simple act, but it speaks deeply. The hand says, I am with you. The hand says, you are not alone in this body. The hand says, I will not leave you tonight. The heart may have been holding so much. It may have held fear, hope, sadness, love, disappointment, care, and the effort to keep going. Let your hand be warm. Let it be kind. Let it be enough. Now whisper the words slowly. Do not rush. Let every sentence have row. Say, I release the day. Pause. Let the day loosen. Say, I forgive myself. Pause. Let the heart hear mercy. Say, I am safe to rest. Pause. Let the body receive safety. Say, life is guiding me. Pause. Let the mind stop trying to know everything. Say, tomorrow I wake to a new life. Pause. Let the soul open. These are the words of the sleep prayer. I release the day. I forgive myself. I am safe to rest. Life is guiding me. Tomorrow I wake to a new life. Simple words, soft words, words that do not ask you to be perfect, words that do not demand instant change, words that gently turn the mind toward peace. When you say, I release the day, you are closing the door with love. You are not saying the day did not matter. You are saying it does not need to keep living in your body all night. You are saying, I have carried this day long enough. You are saying, what was done is done. What was not done can wait. What was painful can soften. What was unclear can be met later. This first sentence helps the mind stop replaying. When you say, I forgive myself, you are giving the heart a gift. Maybe you do not know exactly what needs forgiveness. That is okay. Say it anyway. I forgive myself for being human. I forgive myself for the fear I felt. I forgive myself for what I did not understand. I forgive myself for what I could not finish. I forgive myself for needing rest. I forgive myself for learning slowly. Forgiveness before sleep is like taking a heavy stone out of the heart. When you say, I am safe to rest, you are speaking to the body. The body may not relax because the bed is soft. The body relaxes when it receives safety. Safety is not only outside. Safety is also the tone of your inner voice. So tell the body, there is no need to fight right now. Tell the body, there is no need to hold every problem right now. Tell the body, this moment is safe enough for one breath, one softening, one rest. The body does not need the whole future to be clear before it can soften a little. When you say, life is guiding me, you are speaking to the mind that wants all answers. The mind may say, how, when, through whom, what will happen? But tonight, it does not need every answer. It needs trust. It needs the feeling that it is not alone. Life can guide through timing. Life can guide through a feeling. Life can guide through a new thought. Life can guide through a closed door, an open door, a quiet idea, a morning clarity, or a sudden peace. You do not need to know the way tonight. You only need to allow the possibility that guidance exists. When you say, tomorrow I wake to a new life, you are not demanding that every outer thing change by morning. You are blessing your inner world. You are saying, tomorrow I can wake with a new thought. You are saying, tomorrow I can choose one new response. You are saying, tomorrow I can meet myself with more love. You are saying, tomorrow something in me can be different. This is how the new life begins. From the inside first, repeat the sleep prayer slowly. I release the day. I forgive myself. I am safe to rest. Life is guiding me. Tomorrow I wake to a new life. Let it be like a lullaby for the deeper mind. Let it be gentle enough for the inner child. Let it be clear enough for the subconscious. Let it be warm enough for the body. You do not need to add more. You do not need to explain it. You do not need to make it impressive. Simple words repeated with love can become a new inner home. If your mind wanders during the prayer, do not worry. Bring it back gently. If the old thought comes, return to the first sentence. I release the day. If guilt comes, return to the second. I forgive myself. If fear comes, return to the third. I am safe to rest. If confusion comes, return to the fourth. Life is guiding me. If hopelessness comes, return to the fifth. Tomorrow I wake to a new life. Let each sentence meet a different part of you. The prayer is only 60 seconds, but it can change the feeling of the night. It takes the mind out of the old circle. It gives the body a signal of peace. It gives the heart a place to rest. It gives the subconscious a new direction. It says, we do not sleep in fear tonight. We sleep in love. We do not sleep in punishment tonight. We sleep in forgiveness. We do not sleep in the old story tonight. We sleep in the possibility of new life. You may repeat it once. You may repeat it 3 times. You may whisper it until your body begins to soften. But do not turn it into pressure. This is not a test. This is not something to do correctly. If you fall asleep before finishing, that is okay. If you feel emotional, that is okay. If you feel nothing at first, that is okay. The words are still being planted. The mind may still be listening. The body may still be learning. Some nights, the prayer may feel very peaceful. Some nights, the old worry may feel loud. Do not judge the practice by one night. A garden does not grow from one watering. The deeper mind learns through loving return. Each night you say these words, you are teaching yourself a new way to close the day. You are teaching the body that sleep can be safe. You are teaching the heart that it does not have to be punished at night. You are teaching the mind that it can rest without solving everything. If you want to make the prayer even softer, you can breathe with each line. Breathe in and say, I release the day. Breathe out and feel the day loosen. Breathe in and say, I forgive myself. Breathe out and let the heart soften. Breathe in and say, I am safe to rest. Breathe out and let the body sink. Breathe in and say, life is guiding me. Breathe out and let the mind open. Breathe in and say, tomorrow I wake to a new life. Breathe out and let hope enter quietly. Is simple rhythm, helps the words move from the head into the body. Many people say words, but the body does not feel them. Breath helps the body hear. Touch helps the body hear. A slow voice helps the body hear. Repetition helps the body hear. So let the prayer be felt, not only spoken. Let your body be part of it. Let your heart be part of it. Let your breath carry it deeper. You may also use the prayer when you wake in the middle of the night. If your mind starts running, do not follow every thought. Come back to the words. I release the day. I forgive myself. I am safe to rest. Life is guiding me. Tomorrow I wake to a new life. The night may be quiet, but the mind may feel busy. These words can become your way back, not by force, but by love. If you feel alone, let the prayer become company. If you feel afraid, let it become safety. If you feel ashamed, let it become forgiveness. If you feel tired, let it become permission. If you feel lost, let it become guidance. If you feel stuck, let it become a new beginning. The same words can meet you in many ways because they are simple and true. The 60-second sleep prayer is not about escaping life. It is about entering rest with a different heart. You will still wake and meet the day. You may still have things to do. You may still need courage, patience, and action. But when you sleep with peace, you give tomorrow a better beginning. You give yourself a chance to wake less heavy. You give your mind a new first thought. You give your body a kinder night. You give your soul a doorway into renewal. Tonight, before sleep, do not give your last minute to fear. Give it to love. Do not give it to the phone, the old story, the harsh review, or the future worry. Give it to your own heart. 1 minute is enough to begin. 1 minute can break the pattern. 1 minute can become the place where you return to yourself. 1 minute can say, I am choosing a new ending to this day. So let this be your prayer. I release the day. I forgive myself. I am safe to rest. Life is guiding me. Tomorrow I wake to a new life. Say it softly. Say it slowly. Say it like a blessing. Say it like you are placing your mind into the hands of peace. Say it like you are telling the night, I am ready to rest. Say it like you are telling your future, I am ready to become new. Now, my dear, let these words become slow. Do not rush them. Do not treat them like a list to finish. Let each sentence enter the body gently. Let each word become a soft light. Let each affirmation speak to the part of you that needs it most tonight. You do not have to force yourself to believe every word at once. Just allow the words to come near. Let them sit beside you. Let them comfort you. Let them plant a new feeling inside the quiet mind. I release this day with love. This means I do not need to hold today tightly anymore. I do not need to replay it again and again. I do not need to carry every word, every feeling, every task, every mistake, and every worry into my sleep. I can bless the day and let it go. I can take the lesson and leave the weight. I can say, this day is complete and I am allowed to rest. I forgive myself for anything I did not do perfectly. This reminds the heart that perfection is not required for peace. I forgive myself for the words I could not find. I forgive myself for the things I did not finish. I forgive myself for the moments I felt afraid. I forgive myself for needing time. I forgive myself for being human. I do not need to punish myself in order to grow. I can learn with love. I am safe in this moment. This tells the body that right now, in this breath, it can soften. Maybe the whole future is not clear. Maybe there are still things to handle. But in this moment, I am here. In this moment, I can breathe. In this moment, I can release the fight. In this moment, I can let the body know that it does not have to carry tomorrow before tomorrow arrives. My body is relaxed and supported. This speaks to every tired place within me. My shoulders can soften. My jaw can release. My chest can breathe. My stomach can loosen. My hands can open. My body does not need to hold the whole day anymore. It is supported by the bed, by the breath, by the quiet, by the love I am learning to give myself. My body is allowed to rest. My mind is peaceful. This does not mean every thought has disappeared. It means I am choosing not to follow every thought into fear. I am choosing not to let worry lead me through the night. I am choosing a softer direction. My mind can slow down. My mind can become quiet. My mind can receive loving words. My mind can rest without solving everything. My heart is open to good. This means I do not close my heart just because the day was hard. I do not decide that life has no good left for me. I do not let one painful moment become my whole belief. My heart can open a little. It can open to kindness. It can open to help. It can open to love. It can open to a better tomorrow. Even a small opening is enough. I sleep in love and wake in new energy. This tells the deeper mind that sleep can be a place of renewal. I do not need to sleep in fear. I do not need to sleep in blame. I do not need to sleep in old pain. I can sleep in love. I can let love be the last message of the day. And when I wake, I can receive new energy, new thought, new calm, and one new chance. Tomorrow can be better than today. This does not mean today was wrong. It means life is still moving. It means I do not need to make tomorrow a copy of this day. It means new thoughts can come, new strength can rise, new help can appear, new peace can be chosen. Tomorrow can bring one small answer, one kind moment, one clear step, one gentle surprise. I allow tomorrow to be new. I am becoming new from the inside. This is a deep truth. I am not waiting for the outside to change before I begin. I am beginning within. I am becoming new in the way I speak to myself. I am becoming new in the way I care for my body. I am becoming new in the way I release fear. I am becoming new in the way I trust life. The new life begins as a new inner state. I am safe to let go. This tells the part of me that has been holding on so tightly that it can rest. I do not need to grip the past. I do not need to grip the fear. I do not need to grip the answer before it is ready. I can let go for tonight. I can rest my hands. I can rest my mind. I can rest my heart. Letting go does not mean losing myself. It means returning to myself. I am loved even while I am learning. This is important, my dear. You are not loved only when you get everything right. You are not loved only when you are calm, strong, successful, healed, or easy. You are loved while you are learning. You are loved while you are growing. You are loved while you are finding your way. Tonight, let love meet you in the middle of your process. I do not need to earn rest. Rest is not a reward for perfect work. Rest is a need of the body and soul. I am allowed to rest because I am alive. I am allowed to rest because I have carried enough for today. I am allowed to rest even if something is unfinished. I am allowed to rest even if tomorrow asks more of me. Rest will help me meet tomorrow with a softer heart. I let the night hold what I cannot hold. This means I do not need to carry everything alone. I can place my worries into the quiet of the night. I can trust that the deeper mind can soften. I can trust that the body can repair. I can trust that life can move in unseen ways. I can stop trying to hold the whole world with my thoughts. Life is guiding me in quiet ways. Guidance does not always come loudly. It may come as a peaceful feeling. It may come as a simple thought. It may come as a clear step in the morning. It may come as a door that opens or a door that closes. It may come as a feeling in the body, a new idea, or a gentle knowing. Tonight, I do not need to chase guidance. I allow it. I am worthy of peace tonight. Not later. Not when everything changes. Not when I become perfect. Tonight. I am worthy of peace in this very moment. I am worthy of soft words. I am worthy of rest. I am worthy of love. I am worthy of a quiet mind and a calm body. I do not have to prove my worth before I sleep. I am willing to receive good. Maybe receiving has felt hard. Maybe I have been used to struggle. Maybe I have expected disappointment. But tonight, I open a little. I am willing to receive support. I am willing to receive peace. I am willing to receive love. I am willing to receive new energy. I am willing to let life be kinder to me than my fear expects. I bless my sleep. I bless the hours of rest ahead. I bless my body as it softens. I bless my mind as it becomes quiet. I bless my heart as it releases the day. I bless my dreams. I bless the morning that is coming. Bless the new life forming inside me. I bless this night with love. Let these affirmations move through you slowly. You do not need to remember them all. One sentence may choose you tonight. Maybe the sentence is, I forgive myself. Maybe it is, I am safe in this moment. Maybe it is, I am becoming new from the inside. Let that one sentence stay near you. Let it become your bedtime light. Let it follow you into sleep. If the mind says, I do not believe this, answer with kindness. Say, that is okay. I am only practicing. If the body still feels tense, answer with patience. Say, that is okay. I am learning to soften. If the heart feels heavy, answer with love. Say, that is okay. I am here with you. The affirmations are not here to fight your feelings. They are here to hold them. Repeat the words that feel most gentle. I release this day with love. I forgive myself. I am safe in this moment. My body is relaxed and supported. My mind is peaceful. My heart is open to good. I sleep in love and wake in new energy. Tomorrow can be better than today. I am becoming new from the inside. Let the words become slower now. Let the breath become softer. Let the body become heavier. Let the day move away. Let the old story become quiet. Let the night become a safe place. You are not trying to force a new life. You are allowing the new life to begin as a peaceful message in the deeper mind. Sleep with love tonight, my dear. Sleep with the feeling that you do not have to hold everything. Sleep knowing that the old day is complete. Sleep knowing that you are not your fear, not your mistake, not your delay, not your worry, not your past. Sleep knowing that a softer life can begin inside you before it appears outside you. Sleep knowing that the words you choose tonight can become seeds for the morning. You do not need to force change tonight. You do not need to push the mind. You do not need to make the body relax by command. You do not need to demand that every problem disappear before you rest. You only need to give yourself a loving ending to the day. You only need to speak words that help instead of words that hurt. You only need to let peace be the final sound your heart hears. The old day is over. Let that be simple. The old day is over. The body can rest. The mind can soften. The heart can begin again. What happened today does not need to become the whole story. What was unfinished does not need to steal the night. What was painful does not need to be repeated until morning. You can let the day close. You can let the night open. You can let yourself be held by kind words. Maybe today was beautiful. Maybe today was heavy. Maybe today was ordinary. Maybe today brought fear. Maybe today brought hope. Whatever it was, it is now ending. And before you cross into sleep, give yourself the gift of peace. Say, I release this day. Say, I forgive myself. Say, I am safe to rest. Say, life is guiding me. Say, tomorrow I wake to a new life. Let these words be the bridge. A new morning can meet a softer version of you. Not a perfect version, not a version with no problems, not a version who never worries, a softer version, a version who slept with love instead of fear, a version who gave the body permission to rest, a version who allowed the heart to be forgiven, a version who planted peace in the deeper mind. That is enough. That is powerful. Do not think that small words do not matter. The words you repeat become the home your mind lives in. If you repeat fear, fear becomes familiar. If you repeat peace, peace begins to become familiar. If you repeat blame, the heart tightens. If you repeat forgiveness, the heart starts to breathe. If you repeat, nothing changes, the mind looks for the same life. If you repeat, I am becoming new, the mind begins to look for a new way. Tonight, become careful with the last words you give yourself. Do not let the final words be, I am behind. Let them be, I am growing in my own time. Do not let the final words be, I am not enough. Let them be, I am worthy of love tonight. Do not let the final words be, I cannot handle this. Let them be, I will receive strength for the next step. Do not let the final words be, nothing good happens for me. Let them be, I am open to good in simple and beautiful ways. Sleep with trust. Sleep with peace. Sleep knowing that life is still with you. Sleep knowing that even in the quiet, something can be healing. Sleep knowing that rest is not wasted time. Rest is part of renewal. Rest is part of becoming clear. Rest is part of receiving strength. Rest is part of the new life you are calling in. And tomorrow, in small and beautiful ways, you may begin to feel new. Maybe you wake with one softer thought. Maybe you notice less heaviness in the heart. Maybe you remember the prayer before worry takes over. Maybe you choose water instead of rushing. Maybe you speak kindly to your body. Maybe you forgive yourself faster. Maybe you take one small step you could not take before. These small signs matter. Do not overlook them. A new life often begins quietly. It may not arrive like thunder. It may arrive like a breath. It may arrive like a pause. It may arrive like a morning where you do not hate yourself. It may arrive like a moment where you choose peace instead of panic. It may arrive like the simple knowing that you no longer want to sleep with fear. Honor the quiet beginning. Before you sleep, let one final blessing move through you. May my mind soften tonight. May my body feel safe tonight. May my heart release what it no longer needs. May my sleep be peaceful. May my dreams be gentle. May my morning bring new energy. May I wake with a clearer heart and a kinder voice within me. May I remember that I can begin again. let the blessing settle. You do not need to add more. You do not need to keep thinking. You do not need to search for proof. Let the words be enough. Let the breath be enough. Let this moment be enough. The day has ended. The night is here. Your soul can rest. Tonight, let the final word be love. Not fear, not blame, not regret. Not the old story. Love. Let love be the voice that closes the day. Let love be the hand on your heart. Let love be the breath that softens the body. Let love be the sentence that follows you into sleep. You have carried enough for today. You have thought enough. You have tried enough. Now let yourself rest. Say these words before sleep and let them become your new night prayer. I release the day. I forgive myself. I am safe to rest. Life is guiding me. Tomorrow I wake to a new life. Say them softly. Say them slowly. Say them with the part of you that still believes healing is possible. Even if that part is small tonight, it is enough. A small light is still light. You are not too late to begin again. You are not too tired to receive peace. You are not too wounded to be loved. You are not too far from the new life that is forming inside you. Every night gives you a doorway. Every breath gives you a return. Every loving word gives your deeper mind a new path. Tonight, walk that path gently. Sleep in peace. Sleep in trust. Sleep with the knowing that you are safe in this moment. Sleep with the feeling that your body can rest. Sleep with the belief that your heart can heal. Sleep with the quiet truth that tomorrow does not have to repeat today. A new life can begin softly. A new life can begin in the mind. A new life can begin with one sentence whispered before sleep. I sleep in peace and I wake to a new life.